said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Let's talk about Alabama. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got him downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
So Georgia Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like, when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often. It creates some momentum, and this is a great way to do it.
And that's a live ball behind the line. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the ball and moves the chains. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking downfield on first down. Plucks it out of the air. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He's got 42 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He's got his man. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's got an open man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass coverage.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Second down, he'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Military stun! Set on!
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. Got the first down and more. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Looking to throw on first down. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off.
I love coaches that have fun and take risks and drop the flea flicker, whether it's in high school, pee-wee football, or college football. This is a play that works. Nice job by the quarterback and the running back on their exchange.
There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
He's got 59 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D-linemen stay.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kai.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. shakes off the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
They go to the ground. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Fakes to grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Alabama pushing the tempo. Offense changing the play. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets are in the red zone. Power football with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick release by the QB. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun on third down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He splits the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Tulane was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in New Orleans. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction.
They're going to open this drive with a pass.
A collision.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
To the air on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they can't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
It's complete. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. Field goal is good. That'll trim the deficit to 15. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to the big tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Oh, they really could have used that patch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Looking to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half.
Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Yellow Jackets just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on first down. Completes it in the middle.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. On the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him. And they've really featured this guy today.
And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Running back searching for a hole. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
And this one is perfect.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They're going to run it to the right. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
35, Georgia Tech, 9.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a crease to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rides to the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. On a little time, lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Offense in an empty set. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Lofts one high and deep. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first. And they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Fit it in the window for the score.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Georgia Tech, 16.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Skips away from pressure. As they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down. He gets down.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
They'll go to the ground. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Lion! Banner!
The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown tie. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. The give on the option. Fights off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Alabama! And they turn it into a defensive score. And he tacks on the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Pocket breaking down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
63, Georgia Tech, 16.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
He'll return it from the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. They're going to ride this running back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Yellow Jackets come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, give on the inside.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because...
Gonna take a shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Here's a Heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes...
Turning on the Jets. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. A little screen to the running back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American.
He caught it! And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Makes the grab deep. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Quarterback making adjustments. Got his man downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught over the middle. It's Salter. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
And great.
This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Return begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Miami's offense making their way on the field today. Got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week, but let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you had mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance.
Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit... but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Alabama looking to convert on 4th down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Complete to the running back. But can he get there? They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that 1st down.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Wow, you love to see this. First drive of the game, and the offense goes to the ground game to come up with that.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Breaking tackles and going. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
And it's caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
First down, looking to throw the football. Caught quickly. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Looking to throw it again. Here's a target, and it's complete. Catch made quickly, but a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 25. The Hurricanes will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Makes a nice move there. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
He's got it near the end zone. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal. And the Canes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. That completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll run it here. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the 1st down.
Putting together a nice drive now. It'll be 1st down close to midfield. He gets loose. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Salter. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And that pass falls incomplete. Important second down play coming up. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Becoming a long march. Play number 10 of the drive coming up. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. They do it for a second time. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Hit just as he throws the ball. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. They took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field after the review. The play will stand. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Motion now from the tight end. On first down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. Oh, my gosh. Just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. And you could say not recently. They had some pretty good players. But you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Quick throw over the middle. Oh, what a grab! They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Looking to throw it on first down. Not able to connect, incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Alabama now operating in the red zone. He escapes the pocket. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. This offense is still clicking. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. The first down, looking to throw the ball. They pressure him and sack him, and he tackled inside the 10.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Receiver makes the grab. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The Hurricanes will have to kick it away. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This offense has been clicking so far. They get aggressive, go for more before halftime. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on the first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch made over the middle. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Back to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, tied. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Canes with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes a quick catch. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He's looking deep here. And this is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open, took his eyes off the football. The Canes will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going to take off here. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half.
The Hurricanes will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably think of
He's in the clear. Inside the 40. At the 20. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Bama.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Returner tackled right there. That's when they'll start the drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
They're going to run it. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. And the Canes will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Did not get a hold of it, not what the punter was hoping for. And it's fielded at the 40. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Now the offense is set up with a short field.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
You know, I would have thought they might have taken a break after this sack that they've given up, but here they are, ready to go again at the line of scrimmage.
And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quick throw to the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Alabama needing this fourth down conversion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Lets it go quickly. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. He stopped short of the first down.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Quick completion to the tight end. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The Hurricanes will line up to kick it away. That's his 4th punt already today. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Movement here from the tight end. Looking deep downfield to the left. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Had the big play to start the drive, but now at the 2 incompletions, they face a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. So no hesitation. hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. It's a quick grab.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. The Canes will bring their punt team onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
In the clear at the 25. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Tight end goes in motion. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Has a path to the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
The score, Alabama 49, Miami 7.
He's got it inside the 15. Gets him to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Caught by the receiver. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
The Canes will line up to boot it away. This is punt number 6. Get the ice bath ready for the punter. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. false start there, moving too early.
False start offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Gets into space at the 50. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Makes a quick grab. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. They mix it up with a run. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, tied.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the extra point was up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Miami 7.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The back's got it. He breaks free. Picks up the first, looking for more. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
There he is. Finally, he's able to get on track and pick up some big yards here in the fourth quarter. It has been a relatively quiet game for him. The defense has done a nice job of bottling him up, but not there. He finally shows what he's capable of doing when he gets out in space and can show you that speed.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here?
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Grinding away on the ground. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Second down after the incompletion. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking for the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
One of the few mistakes we've seen from this quarterback. He has been pretty much flawless this entire game, but this time tries to get a little greedy, and it cost him.
Off the play fake on first down. What a catch! Finds room at the 30. Powering through a tackle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
They're going to run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
He's brought down at the 13-yard line. Second down coming up.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
27 jump. Big 27 jump.
Throwing off play action. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. Plugged out at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Didn't get there. Defense comes up with a third down stop. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The Hurricanes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset their plan to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Now here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Miami, 14.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. The defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll feed the back again. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Now it's second down here. Leaning on the run game here late. Everyone moves the ball across the 40.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
That ball snagged for a completion. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. Got a solid drive in the making here. First down at their own 43. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Looking to chuck it again. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. 14. Returner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thank you. And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Deep shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
It's a short completion of the tight end. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires quickly to the left. He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. Short return, tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
There's the interception. Man, this defense could have used that a lot earlier, but a chance here for the offense now to get some late consolation points.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he goes down, and that's how we will end it. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we